Hi, I'm Brad Simpson with Simpson Limited Collector Firearms, and today I'd like to talk about one of the rarest variations of Lugers. This is a 1900 DWM presentation carbine. It's likely a Chilean presentation, as it's got the Chilean-Style 6-shot rear sight on it. And as you can see, push-button stock, special length barrel, a very interesting and rare gun. Let's take a closer look. The first thing you notice about this gun is the gold inlay on the chamber. It was obviously a presentation for somebody with the initials WK or KW. Of course, there's been speculation that it's Kaiser Wilhelm, but his initials would not have been put on in such a way. Since it's likely a Chilean presentation that would have gone with the Navy prototypes, as you can see, it's got the Chilean-style rear sight. These were probably the initials of somebody that had influence over purchasing a contract for Luger with Chile around 1900-1901, and that person has not yet been identified. Another thing you notice are the sideways crown ends, and these are the types that appear in the 20s on, for example, Krieghoff reworks, and they're very unique. They're smaller than what you see on DWM commercials. What likely happened is that this gun was made for presentation in 1900-1901, and for whatever reason it was never presented. It hung around the factory and was sold after World War I when DWM was putting together parts to sell whatever they could. As you can see, it's got an unnumbered barrel that would have been added at the time. Originally, it most likely had a 7-inch barrel. Another thing, it's got the wide grip safety, which is later. It's got a second style safety lever. The early ones were flat, and this likely was changed, around the early 1900s. This was probably changed before World War I. And then one of the characteristics, they call it a knife edge on the back of the magazine well. It's actually very sharp here, which if you feel it, that's characteristic of the very early guns. You can see it's got a push-button stock, which was likely 1920s. So the gun in the configuration that it's in right now was likely put together in the 1920s for commercial sale, and they made it out of a presentation gun that never got presented and just happened to hang around the factory. So as you can see, this is a very rare gun with a lot of rare features. If you'd like to know more about it, you can look on our website, simpsonltd.com. There's also a really good explanation of this gun on Chuck Whitaker's site, Land of Borchardt, that goes into a great deal about it and his opinions about the gun. It's also, or similar guns are featured in magazines and, for example, Luger the Multinational Pistol and Sturgis's book on the Parabellum. If you have any more ideas for a video or any questions, send me an email at brad@simpsonltd.com. Thank you.